y caballeros, el himno nacional de Argentina. Senhoras e senhores, o hino nacional da Argentina.
Don't be fooled by the relaxed-looking smiles from the great Messi. Not everyone has welcomed the guests from Qatar here in South America, but they have certainly risen to the challenge so far, deploying a very clear-cut first 11 in this tournament. But the coach, Felix Sanchez, is forced into changes tonight with both Asim Madibo and Abdelkarim Hassan suspended. Salam Al-Hajri and Karim Boudiaf come in. For the record, 8 of the starting 11 were born in Qatar, given the accusations about a team of foreign mercenaries and a group of players elevated in belief when they beat both the Korea Republic and Japan, the full version, not the youthful outfit in this tournament, in the latter stages at the Asian Cup. Argentina's plight might have been even worse had Franco Armani not kept out a Paraguayan penalty in the second half in Belo Horizonte. A nervy night, that one, and another series of changes by Scaloni here. Renzo Saravia and Juan Foyth displacing Milton Casco and Herman Petzela at the back, and Agüero and Martínez up front. Julio Bascuñán is the referee, and again maybe not the best of omens, given that he was part of the officiating team when France knocked Argentina out of the 2018 FIFA World Cup. Felix Sanchez has been part of this Qatar project for 15 years now. I guess this is the biggest night of the lot, if he could send Scaloni and Argentina packing. The thankless task of trying to get great performances out of some great players. Leading the VAR team, Roberto Tobar. So Martínez and Sergio Agüero paired up front tonight as Argentina seek to find a way to goal. Agüero left on the bench for the first half, last time out. So here we go. Even if they win, they cannot win the argument, Argentina, but they have to win to stop the agony from getting even worse. Last-ditch qualifiers in South America for the last World Cup, saved by Messi. Last-ditch qualifiers for the round of 16 in Russia. And the unthinkable is a distinct possibility that they could be crossing that border here from Porto Alegre back to Argentina as first-round knockout victims. Saravia back at right back tonight, and Foyth on his competitive debut here for Argentina, the youngster from Tottenham. The experienced Otamendi is his partner, Tagliafico, the left back from Ajax. But they have chopped and they have changed through the tournament, and they still have not got it right, not even nearly right. Rodrigo de Paul They've also been moving Giovani Lo Celso all round this team to try to get him to find the passes to open up teams, and that wasn't a very good ball by him. One might say Qatar have outperformed since they got here, but then they outperformed in winning the Asian Championships in January, and they've picked up from where they left off there. They made life difficult in a friendly in Brasilia before the tournament started for Brazil. Only beaten 2-0 there. Came back from 2-0 down against Paraguay in the first group game, and beaten only by an 86-minute winner from Zapata for Colombia. DePaul forward. Martínez wasn't a very good first touch, but it's dropped for Messi nonetheless. So back to him. I think it's great to see the smiles, given the magnitude of this occasion. Yet again, the burden of expectation on his mighty shoulders once more. But all too often in this tournament, they've turned to frowns and anxiety. A great man steering the ship in the background again here for Argentina. Menotti El Flaco, the 1978 World Cup winning coach, restored as a kind of technical director, but he's got an awful lot of work on. Lo Celso, that's dropping for Martínez, and he hits it over the top. So two presentable sights of the target in 3 minutes here for Argentina. And both Messi and now Martínez just hurried the effort. Top strikers should be doing better, really. Argentina come again, and this time they find the net. And Lautaro Martínez has given Scaloni breathing space. Qatar survived a couple of early scares, but not the third time. Here's what happened. Qatar playing out from their own penalty box. Oh, that's just as bad as you could believe on a day like this from Bassam Hisham. He presents it straight to Martínez, and he squeezes in the corner. Shades of Roberto Firmino for Brazil last night. And a great moment for Martínez to get his first competitive goal for Argentina. And maybe, who knows, to set them on the way in this tournament. Patem. I wonder if the goalkeeper will give it back to Hisham. He does so, and he looks to regather himself. Correa. There's such belief in how Qatar have tried to play under Felix Sanchez and this project that they believe they're on. It's possible that they will just continue to try to play the way that they have been, despite the error. Pedro Correa wearing 2 for Qatar is one of the 3 non-Qatar born players in the starting 11. Hails from the Cape Verde Islands but plays club football in Qatar. Al Sadd, as the majority of this team actually do. Al Sadd, the 2018-19 Stars League champions in Qatar. Tagliafico got his head to it. Here's the very capable Al-Haidos, another of the Al-Sadd contingent, the captain. Agüero got to it. Martínez didn't. Hatem, nice and tidy, and strong. Cut out by Saravia. Gives it to Messi. Very pacey on the counter-attack in this tournament, Qatar. Afif. He's a danger man, no question. Akram Afif wearing 11. In fact, both the front two have been a handful for the opposition. And of course, Qatar with the benefit of a very settled side. It's hardly changed since the Asian Championships, unlike Argentina. Two enforced changes, the suspensions for Qatar this evening. Foyth out to Saravia, leaves it for Messi. De Paul. Tagliafico. Lo Celso. Starting, it would appear, left of that midfield. Lo Celso. We heard at a press conference Scaloni saying he needs to play in the middle in order to have the space to work. That was then, this is now, and here's Agüero, tries to take it down. Goal kick. Certainly having two up there for Argentina is giving Qatar one or two nervy moments. Several of these Qatar players played in the third division in Spain as part of a partnership deal with the Aspire Academy based in Qatar, and they would have been looking at the posters and billboards while they were there of the greats playing elsewhere in Spain. Here they are matching them in the Copa América, facing up to them. Cooler conditions down here in the south of Brazil, mid-20s. Little fleck of sunlight on that far side, the home of Grêmio. Al-Hazri, one of the new boys today, he's giving it straight back to De Paul. Messi driving on, gets it back. Well, the intention was to get it back from Martínez. Qatar hold firm. Lo Celso. Might be the shape of PSG to come with Paredes and Lo Celso. We don't know the fate of either of them at the moment, of course, in terms of the transfer market. Paredes, an extravagant purchase in January from Zenit. Lo Celso has been on loan at Real Betis. Future uncertain. Several Premier League outfits very interested, we understand. Qatar made an enterprising forward run. Akram Afif. Foyth was the man whose penalty decided the Asian Cup final against Japan. Well, that's a better strike from Hisham than for the goal, which was presented straight to Martínez. And Qatar showing signs that they're settling here. Swept out to Correa, right side. All Spanish coaching crew supporting Felix Sanchez. As I mentioned, he's been working in the underage teams. He knows most of these players since they were teenagers. Elevated to the senior job after both predecessors were Uruguayans. Over the years, they've also had no fewer than 19 Brazilian coaches as they've tried to build a football industry in Qatar over the last 30, 40 years. And the great Dave Mackay briefly had the job in the mid-1990s. Seized on by Paredes. Otamendi. Foyth displacing Petzela in the starting lineup tonight for Argentina, the right centre-back. Into Agüero. Sergio Agüero. Round he goes. Martínez is on the back post. And it's high, wide and not too handsome from Celso. So they got one in the bank, Argentina, but three other presentable sights of the target in the first 15 minutes. Rodrigo de Paul switches it to Saravia. Agüero. Tagliafico. De Paul. Paredes. Foyth gives and goes, leaves it to Messi. Budiev made the foul. Here goes Messi. Can't steer away around Hisham. Agüero did get to it though. Celso wanted it on his left. Still wants it on his left, and it's deflected over the top when the shot does come in. I don't think they agreed with that free kick decision. That's the point the Qatar players are making. The so-called foul on Messi seemed a relatively soft one. Quick restart from Argentina. Celso couldn't do anything on his right side. Paredes to take it, and over the top from Tagliafico. Well, I guess getting the early goal makes the world feel a better place if you're the coach of Argentina, much like Kircher last night for Brazil. They're forcing the issue here as they have to, Argentina, but fairly wasteful in and around the penalty box so far. Uncanny parallel really with the way that Brazil were presented with the opportunities to score early on last night. The set piece and then the gift to Firmino. And after that, with the goals in the bank, they really started to put on a proper show. But it might all have been so different, of course, had the breakthrough not come. Tonight, Argentina with the early breakthrough. And so great for Argentina to Franco Armani and his penalty save against Paraguay. It could be as good as out already, but for that. Given away. Kukri, Budiaf, Correa. Avenue opened up for Salman and he played it over the top well. Armani, one more heroics then from Argentina's goalkeeper, who saw the danger so much more quickly than anybody else. It wouldn't have counted, but it's a little statement of intent from Qatar. And a very clever Hassam Al-Haydos, the captain, wearing 10, sees that there might be something on here. Armani brilliantly tipping it away. This fellow is a handful. Messi, Celso. Not a lot of natural width in this Argentina team, especially down the left side. Here's Martínez, got it stuck under his feet. Nice and tidy in possession by Hatem to Correa, and now it's Al-Haydos. Infield by Foyth, Budiaf. Foyth from deep, and he's picked out Correa. Tagliafico out to him. Promising down this side for Qatar. It's a good-looking ball in as well, and just for a moment, Almaz Ali looked the favourite. Saravia to De Paul of Udinese. Celso. Otamendi to Paredes. Won't have Dani Alves for a teammate at PSG. Paredes, that's a big news story in Brazil today. Alves announcing that he's moving on. Lengthy delay for Tagliafico. On his feet again, and away we go again on the 20-minute mark. Argentina gifted the lead here by the mistake from Bassam Hisham. Alheidos. That was cheeky through the legs of Saravia. Messi. Lautaro Martínez made a forward move. Cut out by Kukri. Messi read it so well. Gave it to Sergio Agüero. And still he cannot find the target. He's never discouraged. He never loses self-belief. And he always puts the misses out of his mind. We know that, but that's a bad one. Plenty of spare seats on the far side of the stadium, as I'm sure you can see. It's not full here. Capacity 60,000. And many Argentine fans, we understand, discouraged from travelling by the level of performance in the opening 2 games. I guess if they get through the group, it might start to be a different story and a different scenario on match day in the quarter-finals. Almost the sense that many Argentine fans could not take another disappointing journey home. Irony being here, of course, that this is the point closest to Argentina in southern Brazil. Argentina started up in the northeast in Salvador. Beaten by Colombia, well beaten. And the Paraguay game. Martínez couldn't get off the ground. Paraguay game for Argentina was in Belo Horizonte. Although they're not tourists, a point that Felix Sanchez makes regularly. The Qatar boss, he said it was a great experience for the players to play in the Maracanã in Rio against Paraguay. Great result they got there, 2-2, fighting back for a draw. And then they also took in Sao Paulo. So seeing plenty, learning plenty. Today it's steady Argentina pressure, but they need a second goal to give the reassurance. Messi, Lo Celso, Otamendi jumped for it, but he was out-jumped. Nice little ball over the top to De Paul by Lo Celso, but his head was down. Correa came away with it. Hisham. Alheidos. Goes against Tagliafico this time, in the position where he won that free kick a couple of minutes ago. Salman sideways to Budiaf. And again they tried to hit the right wing back, Correa. There wasn't a lot of pace on that ball, he had to stop and wait for it. Hisham switches the flanks effectively. Right under the sole of the boot of Tarak Salman. Hisham has hit 2 or 3 very good long diagonal passes. The sadness and the irony is that the one he miscued has given Argentina the lead. Straight to the feet of Lautaro Martínez, and he did the rest, Martínez. Saravia was trying to get in behind. Sharply laid off by Ali. Qatar with plenty of men in front of the ball, and Al-Haidos feeds it right to Correa. Tagliafico out to him. Locenzo's there to help. Tagliafico bites in and does well. Qatar beginning to build up play pretty well here. Correa's found some room. The lessons from history, the parallels, the painful disappointments for Argentina have to be dealt with time and again when they prepare for a game of this importance. Defeated in 4 of the last 5 Copa America finals. We know about the disappointments in the World Cup, but even thinking back to the last group game in Russia a year ago, Alif, and Foyth had to be alert. Just got there ahead of Al-Mozali. They're feeling their way into it a little bit, though. It's been a good 10 minutes or so for Qatar here. Again, the potential parallel with that 3rd group match last year against Nigeria, where Argentina got in front. Then it just began to get away from them. They couldn't consolidate on their early lead. Lautaro Martínez tonight. It was Lionel Messi in St. Petersburg against Nigeria then, almost exactly to the year, 26th of June. Victor Moses levelled it with a penalty for Nigeria, and a very, very late goal from Marcos Rojo saw them through. Not that they lasted much longer, of course. De Paul, bit tentative with that pass on the half hour, and Argentina still looking to extend the lead here after the early gift from Martínez. Qatar again are far from disgraced so far. I mentioned that there's been a fairly mixed reception to their presence in this tournament. Not everybody agrees with it here. One or two of the coaches of the other competing nations have broken ranks and said it publicly. I don't think the CONMEBOL Federation would be too pleased about that. Budiaf. Early out to Correa again. Little dart forward again by Alheidos, and that was the intention, to get it to him. Budiaf again. Correa creeping in. I think Tagliafico knew he was there. I think. This diagonal play is a ploy well used by Qatar again and again, and Tagliafico just did enough. No way forward for Saravia. Foyth gives it away. Alheidos, and this time it's Otamendi who needed to be watchful. The general shape of the game appears to be changing. Qatar coming more into it, beginning to stretch out Argentina, ask one or two questions. And it begins to feel like previous Argentina performances in this group, in this tournament. Leave aside the big picture. He's in front of the goalkeeper, but he's not going to do much with a short, near post, low ball like that. Attempt. Just nicked back by Celso. De Paul looking for the target up the field. It's blocked instead by Budiaf, who's been very impressive coming in tonight. Karim Budiaf, one of the two changes enforced by suspension. Otamendi. Tagliafico. Lautaro Martínez. Tagliafico. Foul on Martínez, free kick to Argentina. Hasn't been an awful lot for Saad Al-Sheeb to do in goal, really, so far. Paredes is along with Messi here over the ball. Messi, excellent keeping by Al-Sheeb there. Wasn't the ideal back pass, was it? But he dealt with it. Celso. Paredes. Saravia, back to Paredes. Messi. Cut out by Kukuri. Returned by Otamendi with interest, but Agüero couldn't collect it, and I think that is going to be a stoppage for the challenge in the air. Afif is down. Hisham. To Pal to Otamendi. Tagliafico. Correa. I think it's for the first one. The referee's going to try to give Tagliafico the advantage then. So quickly on his feet. Well, they both were. And another bite at him by Pedro Correa. Well, Celso was offering himself short. Still not picked up really by Qatar, but it's going to go long into the penalty box and it's over the top. Otamendi getting in there. Good looking ball in as well from that angle. Hard one to defend, and Otamendi helped it over the top. Not quite so effective on the diagonal to the left side, Qatar, as they are to the right, and it's been well won back by Saravia. Here come Argentina. Martínez straight at the goalkeeper, and he's bluffed it. Sergio Agüero's in there. Martínez, he couldn't turn it home. Mistakes potentially their undoing, defensive errors, Qatar. Rudimentary mistakes, basic errors. Messi saw some space to work in there. It was a good pull down out of the air by Kuchri. Hatem. Afif. So Almas Ali. Oh, very clever piece of work there. Lots of bodies forward here for Qatar. Correa with the layoff. Great ball in. And there were two going for it, as ever. As ever, Hassam Al-Haidos, the captain, he may have been offside, but the build-up play was promising. More likely, it was the first man in, and I believe that was Al-Mazali. This was the let-off for Al-Sheib at the other end. One by Agüero, but to nobody in particular. Lautaro Martínez was standing right beside him. Salman. Saravia won it in the air. And again Martínez and Agüero not really seem to be on the same wavelength. That's a foul by Celso, I think. And a card too. Another good forward move by Al-Haidos. Starting the last round of group games, Qatar very much in the hunt for qualification. That would have been the upper limit of their expectations coming into the tournament, but Colombia clear on top, already guaranteed to win the group with wins in the opening 2 games in Group B. Paraguay starting in second spot on 2 points, 1 apiece for Qatar and Argentina. Colombia are leading Paraguay by 1-0 in Salvador, which I guess is potentially good news for both of Qatar and Argentina. Straight into touch, straight into the arms of Felix Sanchez from Armani. There was not a lot on. Salman plays forward, and nicely forward. Qatar's reward is a free kick, won by Afif. Quickly taken, Foyth. It's a foul again by Juan Foyth on the edge of the box this time, and he's going to get a card for it. Second yellow for Argentina in just a couple of minutes here. Al-Muazzali just trying to stretch away from him. Now, this is a presentable position if Qatar believe they've got somebody who can hit the target. Bassam Hisham, who blotted his copybook by presenting the ball to Lautaro Martínez for Argentina's goal. Well, before and after that, we've seen in this tournament what a good striker of the ball he is, and it looks like he fancies this a little bit. A reminder from the referee about the new law concerning attacking players being inserted into a defensive wall. You cannot do that anymore. You've got to stand a metre to the side. Armani adds 1 Argentine brick to the wall, and here comes the free kick through the crowd! And Armani again is equal to the test. Actually held out by the post. Armani had it covered. Straight through the wall it went. I know it hits the post, but Armani, the goalkeeper, so sharp. He was there when needed. And Argentina survive. What an embarrassing way that would have been to finish the half for Argentina. They've got the benefit of an absolute present when most needed in this tournament. The early mistake by Bassam Hisham. The ball presented straight to Lautaro Martínez, and he gave Argentina the early lead here. Argentina have pressed the issue, but they've not carved out too many clear-cut chances, and Qatar very firmly in this game and still very firmly in the race in Group B. Half-time here, Qatar 0, Argentina 1. So it's a narrow lead for Argentina, and not much in it either way in terms of possession. Many of those shots from Argentina, high, wide, and not threatening. But in terms of game management, Qatar again have impressed very much here. A couple of Argentina players are in the book. Celso and Foyth. Tremendous testing prospect for Argentina, walking out here in Porto Alegre against a capable Qatar side who've impressed throughout the tournament. This one of the low points for them early on, presented straight to the feet of Lautaro Martínez by Bassam Hisham, and he sticks it in the net to give Argentina the early lead on a day when Argentina simply have to win. Better than they could possibly have hoped for. And in the main, they have threatened without producing real quality in the box, even with the mighty Sergio Agüero up there. He's missed 2 or 3 presentable opportunities. And little room for error for Scaloni and co against a Qatar outfit that have worked their way into the game in very promising fashion, knocking the ball around well. Budiaf out to the right wing back, Correa, who's been a real handful. Determined goalkeeping by El Sheeb. Again to deny Agüero, and in all honesty, not too many other clear-cut opportunities have been carved out by Argentina. Otamendi over the top from the free kick. Whipped in well by Paredes, it must be said. Martinez's header was straight forward, and that was the only other moment of alarm late on in that first half. The mistake by El Sheeb, and Martínez couldn't quite turn it home. There were 3 men back protecting the goalkeeper after his error. Otherwise, he's been very good so far. But the small mistakes arguably making the difference for Qatar. And then a near thing right on the stroke of half-time as Hisham drove it all too easily through that 4-man wall. As ever, Franco Armani was alert and probably had it covered, but a little warning that it's not been one-sided here, and Qatar still have plenty of hope. Please rejoin us for the second half.
This programme is brought to you by Future Ticketing, proudly sponsoring Copa America on Premier Sports.
Chance of Piontek! Oh, that's It's wonderful! Napoli at their clinical best! Can they turn it round? They can! It's...
Emma just liked a beach photo of her old geography teacher. That's okay, Em. There's one online fail we can all avoid: choosing the right broadband provider. You sent the message.
On the bright side, get fixed price broadband and line rental from $19.99 a month for 18 months, now with no activation fee.
We haven't mastered online shopping yet, have we, Jason?
Get unlimited broadband from $19.99 a month, plus a £30 reward card. Search PlusNet Broadband. PlusNet will do you proud.
Welcome to a summer where scarves are in season, where haircuts change from week to week, but loyalty lasts a lifetime. Welcome to the party, to the family, to the season's first piece of silverware. Welcome to the show. The season starts now.
Let's take a look at the best moments then here from the Corinthians Arena in the city of Sao Paulo. Brazil in top form, back to winning ways, despite a reasonably bright start from Peru. It's all going to be downhill from then on. Early goal, which is what Brazil wanted to settle the nerves. Casemiro, who will miss the next game due to suspension, striking early on, and the nerves were settled. And there was only going to be one winner from then on, but another turning point perhaps. Messi making a real mess out of this one. Alberto Firmino thought it was in, struck the post, and then this cheeky no-look goal really set Brazil on their way on the 19th minute. Cheeky stuff from the Liverpool man. You could see the relief all around the stadium, certainly on the coach's bench with Chichi. Everton then starting and firing home on the 32nd minute. And this match was well beyond Peru. At that point, Peru, who could have gone top with a win. Best moment, really, for the side in white and red. Trauco coming close. Half-time, 3-0 lead. Contrast in expressions, because Brazil had been under pressure from the fans and from the press. Trying to, throughout this second half, find a way through for Gabriel Jesus, but it came, in fact, from Dani Alves. Everything going right for Brazil. Came off the knee, the return pass of Artur to the popular captain. Gabriel Jesus, just not his day. Especially late on in the match. William came off the bench, also to get his first appearance in this Copa America. Actually set pieces from the Chelsea man initially. And this wasn't a bad effort, Gonzalez, but it went wide. Rare attempt on goal from Peru. And then William. From set pieces to a piece of magic, terrific strike from him. Blistering shot to make it 5. And then Gabi Jesus going down very, very late on. Had a chance, but it was a great stop. And let's see, maybe just making up a little bit, perhaps giving a lifeline to Peru. Brazil then putting on a show, 5-0 against Peru. Game stats, heavily favouring the side in yellow.
Superfast Fibre is so reliable it now comes with a stay fast guarantee. which means we'll give you £20 back if your speed isn't everything you've been promised morning, noon and night. Superfast Fibre Essential is £31.99 a month on an 18-month contract. For broadband that's fast all of the time, not some of the time, search BT Broadband or call 0800 102 800. BT, be there.
Come on, give me a hand. Your dad's always been a mover, hasn't he? Ever since he could walk, apparently. Hang on. There he goes again.
You see, time shouldn't change a thing. 3-year fixed price home insurance. Only direct from saga.co.uk or by calling 0800 505 606.
One last chance of Piontek! Oh, that's wonderful! Napoli at their clinical best! Can they turn it round? They can! It's what champions do!
Live Serie A on Premier Sports. This programme is brought to you by Future Ticketing, proudly sponsoring Copa America on Premier Sports. Copa America on Premier Sports.
Welcome back, everybody, to Porto Alegre. All right on the night so far for Messi and Argentina. They lead 1-0 against Qatar. The other game in this Group B is also working out nicely for Argentina at the moment, because Colombia lead Paraguay 1-0 in the game in Salvador. So that combination, if they become results, would see Argentina finishing in second spot, and they would have quelled the alarm bells for the moment. But it can all change so rapidly, of course, and there were signs in that first half that Qatar remain a dangerous threat, as they've been to everybody in this tournament. Remember, they fought back from a deficit against Paraguay, and they were on even terms with Colombia until the last 5 minutes of that game in Sao Paulo. Kind of night when one goal in either game can change the whole picture entirely. Some very capable footballers for Qatar at this tournament. Mainly young players who can only get better in the run-up to the 2022 FIFA World Cup. That's the big plan. The immediate plan for Argentina is to get themselves out of the mess, and Messi is leading them in that direction. Agüero has missed a couple of chances that would have made it altogether easier starting out here in this second half. The lead is a narrow one, and it could all yet go wrong. Not in my hands, says Julio Bascuñán. The attempt to synchronise the restarts for the two games. Still we wait. The game between Colombia and Paraguay has actually now got underway again. And so we get underway here as well. As it stands, it's good enough for Argentina. If they can win here, even by a narrow margin, and if Paraguay do go on to lose to Colombia, it will be Argentina lifting themselves off the bottom of the group to finish second. Still fine margins involved in this. Foyth is on a yellow card, and so too Giovani Lo Celso. Drop for Messi, looking to play Agüero through. Didn't look like they'd played together for so long then, did it? Salman. Sent long by Al-Hajri. Saravia is giving it away. Helped forward by Ali. Afif on his shoulder, here he is. And Foyth bundles his man over. You might say Afif rather bought the free kick, but then again, Foyth fell into the trap. They've chopped and changed so many players around during this tournament, Argentina. Real understanding might be hard to find at situations like this. The reassuring presence of Armani is back there. The last line of defence. And it's straight at him. The River Plate goalkeeper. Second season there after a long spell playing in Colombia for Atlético Nacional. He's had a slow-burning career. He's 32 years of age, Armani. Of course, for many goalkeepers, the best years are ahead at that age. Forward move by Rodrigo de Paul. Saravia. Saravia is the right back at Racing Club, the current champions in Argentina. Foyth, formerly of Estudiantes. And it's his turn to win a free kick. A little payback by Akram Afif. Otamendi, pressed hard. Qatar win the ball back well. Correa again so alert. The right wing back. Not sure that was a very prudent attempt to play out by Argentina, but Agüero gets into overdrive now. Messi through the middle for him. Lautaro Martínez. Back to Sergio Agüero. And a fairly tame effort from the great man, I must say. When will somebody light the fire for Sergio Agüero in this tournament? Qatar ball. Back by Afif. Al-Hajri. Felix Sanchez surely well pleased by the two players he's had to introduce because of the suspensions tonight, both of Al-Hajri and in particular Karim Boudiaf have been very impressive here. Otherwise, no changes through the tournament. And the very impressive number 10, Hossam Al-Haydos. He still looks full of bad intentions. Atem. Foyth got to it, gave it to Messi. Martínez in front of him. And he's hauled down here. That has to be a yellow card. Al-Muazzali. Seems a long way out. It's a set-up ball by Messi. Off Correa. Tagliafico going backward. Otamendi. Just about kept in by Tagliafico, but it dropped for Boudiaf. Boudiaf, French-born. The other two players not born in Qatar. Oualem Khoukri, who was born in Algeria, and the right wing-back Pedro Correa, who hails from this chap here, who hails from the Cape Verde Islands. Been playing for several years in Qatar. Of course, their most famous star striker was a similar case in point. Here come the modern strikers. Little deflection, took the most of the pace off that shot. Qatar made the forward move. Not a lot of those 12 shots for Argentina have really been testing for Syed Al-Shiab in goal. Big hand for Agüero. How they love him, whether he's doing well or badly in any game. I think he's earned the right to that. Messi. To Agüero. Again, the touch isn't what it usually is. Nicely done by Akram Afif. Raiding down the left is Tarak Salman, and he catches DePaul. Argentina set to make their first change now. Giovani Lo Celso, who's on a yellow card, remember. maybe part of the thinking there. Maybe the incoming player here, Marcos Acuna, doesn't quite have the creativity. Stationed out on the left. Gets his first touch, Acuna, of Sporting. Had to wait patiently for a chance to make any impact in this tournament, Acuna. Mind you, he's had to wait very patiently for the chance to even play for his country. De Paul. Saravia. Tagliafico. Acuna again. Messi taking up station on the right side. In by De Paul, is all too tentative really. Qatar well prepared to defend it. Now Tagliafico. Acuna. Good looking ball in, and Lautaro Martínez out-jumped, and so to Agüero, and Qatar stand firm. De Paul, again he sets it up there. Messi is denied by Al-Sheeb this time. So we're approaching the hour here. They're on the hour in Salvador. And Colombia still leading Paraguay 1-0, and that's doing Argentina a fairly big favour. Argentina still have their hands full though. This Qatar side still looks capable of creating a chance or two. Tarak Salman. Budiaf. Hisham. Kukhri to Al-Hajri. Still Qatar believe. Al-Haidos, nice and tidy. Budiaf switches the sides, helped on by Correa. Offside against Afif. Arguable whether Foyth might have been playing him on or offside. Tight one. And it still feels like a tight, tense game, with it all in the balance for Argentina. Forward by Tagliafico, on by Agüero, but nobody there for Argentina. And again, they don't seem to read each other naturally just yet. Lautaro Martínez and Agüero, put together as a pair tonight by Scaloni. Paredes finds Leo Messi, and Messi's found some room here. Gives it to Agüero, Sergio Agüero, and this time it's deflected over the top. At least the first touch was better. Good block by Kuchri. Al-Hajri trying to keep Messi at bay. He can't. The cross comes in. And Otamendi just denied. Only just denied, but it's a great clearing header by Correa. DePaul picks it up. Those tiny, tiny lapses defensively have cost Qatar in this game. But they're standing firm at the moment. Huge learning curve that his men have been on in 2019. Unfancied going to the Asian Games, still less the Copa America. Leandro Paredes to take it. Flat to the near post. Oh, it's a fantastic stop to deny Agüero, this time by Al-Sheeb. That would have given Argentina breathing space. Maybe now. Paredes again, they're queuing up for Argentina. And Qatar again stand firm. The crowd pick it up. All they need is a second goal. Paredes again. Oh, well. 10 out of 10 for time. You couldn't do that in the circus. So after a short delay, it is Paredes. Same idea with the corner. And Qatar were ready for it. They get a free kick against Martínez. That's a wonderful save. A little glimpse of the real Sergio Agüero. Paredes. Messi's beginning to find more and more room. Agüero just stopped and it's helped backwards. Not a back pass in the opinion of the referee. Al-Sheeb was able to drop on it. Armani. Some great old Argentine centre-backs would have been proud of that one. Again, nothing doing in the claim for a back pass. Afif. Back by Boudieff. Kuchri. Al-Hajri. Lautaro and Martínez giving chase. And thanks to his labours then, he's won the ball back for Argentina. Saravia. Energetic pressure again from Qatar, but it's a free kick, and he's got to be careful here. Almoz Ali, he's on a yellow card, remember. DePaul to Leo Messi. Paredes. Methodical, determined tonight, Argentina, but still walking a fairly thin line in this group. Every so often the crowd pick it up, but they've been through many torturous nights with this Argentina team in recent years. Still feels like a game with a long time to go in it. 25 minutes on the clock. But one slip could be so very costly. Agüero seeks to change all that. Hits it straight at the keeper. Al-Sheeb, strong wrist, palms it away. Messi. DePaul. Tagliafico now. Free kick won by Rodrigo DePaul. Saravia showed way too much of that. Man down is Tarak Salman for Qatar in that collision with Tagliafico. May have been that Felix Sanchez was contemplating a change even before this injury. All those club rivalries cast aside, wonderful scenes, all united. These Argentine supporters, they're trying to see their team over the line. And probably pleased by the news from Salvador, where Colombia have now taken a 2-goal lead over Paraguay. That may have been the reason for the little outburst of song there. This certainly plays to Argentina's benefit. How and ever, the slip could be costly. It's Afif. Afif, oh. On a night of fine margins, that was a presentable opportunity for Qatar. And almost a payback for the gift in the first half, the other way. Let off for Argentina. And he knows it. Forceful header by Hisham. Agüero eludes him second time, but it's a very good piece of work by Correa. A mixed response to having Qatar here at this tournament from some of the other coaches. But they are proving doughty competitors again tonight. De Paul, Saravia. That's a nice little touch by Paredes to release Messi. Lautaro Martínez denied. One back by Otamendi. They keep banging their heads against a brick wall, Argentina. And the wall shows few signs of just disintegrating. Just a little touch by Afif. Agüero senses something's getting a bit ragged out there. Agüero goes down, the referee was right up with the play. Scaloni's going crazy on the touchline here. VAR will look at it, of course. Hisham pleads his innocence. Kind of ball nobody really wanted to deal with. Agüero's so adept at doing that leaning backwards. On we go. Paredes. Saravia, nobody on the move in front of him. De Paul. Tidy again by Paredes. Rodrigo De Paul. Argentina go on. Messi! Goodness me. Agüero and Messi tonight have had several absolute sitters between them. Yes, it bubbled a bit. But then again, he's Leo Messi. And still, it's only 1-0, and still Qatar are in the hunt in this game and in the group. De Paul. Qatar win it back. And they use it with Budiaf. Hisham. Stopped by Otamendi as it came forward. And he went forward to win the header as well. Now, just an update on the previous information concerning Colombia and Paraguay. We're now told that, in fact, the so-called second goal was ruled out. And it is still Colombia 1, Paraguay 0. Argentina need to put this to bed, not rely on favours from anybody else. Here's De Paul. Saravia. Paredes is carted out of the way. That's right in front of the referee. No arguing about that yellow card from Budiaf. Paredes was just a bit too good as Budiaf has been in this game. Looks a player of considerable potential, it must be said, Paredes. Time for Paulo Dybala. Another who has had to sit and watch and wait. Lautaro Martínez is withdrawn. And a rapturous reception for Dybala. Can this young man help Messi and Agüero to see Argentina through. Saravia. De Paul. Still time for this entire group to take on a different shape. At the moment, it's enough for Argentina, but fine margins. One or two good crosses early on from Acuna, but not much recently after he came on. Now Qatar's first change. Abdullah Al-Saman Al-Harak. Acuna, that was good. Dybala, well, he's been watching the likes of Messi and Agüero sky them, and now it was his turn, his first touch. I suppose everything will fly into the net in training tomorrow, if there is training tomorrow, of course. If they're still in the tournament, they need one to go in the net tonight. De Paul misses out Messi. Seems an arm on that. Advantage play by the referee. Al-Mozali. Confirmation of that change to bring this fellow on, Abdullah Absalam. In fairness to Argentina, they have stood firm, and it's been difficult for Qatar to play their way through them in this second half. Not seen too many of those swashbuckling runs from the right in this second period from Pedro Correa. There were several in the first half, and without that, they just look like a slightly blunt instrument at the moment. Correa's done a lot of defending, of course, and that may have been the thinking, to put Acuna out there to make sure he doesn't get forward, because Acuna went straight out to that side and he's just ploughed that narrow strip up and down that left touch line. Qatar still trying to play out, but it's not producing much for them. These minutes must feel so very long to Lionel Scaloni at the moment. Here's Dybala in space. One moment from one of these star players is all they need, and then they can enjoy the last few minutes, surely. Afif comes away with it. Ali, nobody in the box for Qatar, and he goes over. Foyth's challenge again. That's happened 3 or 4 times. The referee is not an easy man to fool. Foyth might politely ask how different that was to the challenge which earned him a yellow card. Similar but different, perhaps, is the answer. Sanchez needs to chuck a couple of men further forward here, surely. 10 minutes. 10 minutes for the number 10 or the number 9 of Argentina, 2 of the greats, to settle everybody down, but they've missed several chances to do that. Kukri won the header. Athletic leap by Kukri that time. Messi won it. Tigerishly goes after it. Got to his feet so brilliantly then. And if ever a player ever earned a free kick, it was Leo Messi then, 3 times. Even Sama said, it was a privilege to foul you, sir. Argentina have had the pressure. They've had the free kicks. But a lot of tame shots like that one. Lovely little touch by Salman. In the main, though, they found it hard to make progress, Qatar, in this second half. Agüero drives into the box. Sergio Agüero! At last for Argentina. Form is temporary, class is permanent, and Argentina are on their way now. Four, 5, 6, 7 chances missed tonight, but he just blanks them. That's part of his greatness. He just thinks about the next one because he knows he can do it, because he's done it so very often at every level. And that's why they love him. Well, it's not flamboyant the way Brazil turned on the show in the second half, but Argentina have stood up to be counted tonight. They just kept coming, not playing well, struggling in so many ways, but just sheer will is going to win them the points here now, surely. Many thousands stayed away. They couldn't take another dose of pain tonight, but those who are not here in Porto Alegre will now wish that they were. At the moment, it does look like Qatar have finally accepted that this is where the tournament journey ends. But they've been excellent throughout. Pedro Correa particularly so. Ismail's going to come on. And Petzela for Argentina. Petzela to replace Foyth. Foyth on a yellow card. Big test of the youngster tonight in a game of this importance to his country. And a big hug from the coach. That's the defensive side of the operation that Acuna does offer, and it certainly stopped Felix Sanchez and Qatar from getting out and up down their right. Thunderous choruses now from the Argentina supporters. Afif Argentina still need to be watchful. Abdul Salah got turned. Cleared by Petzela. Well, just booted clear, actually, rather than cleared with any precision. Kukri. Seen off by Paredes. Abdul Salah took up a good position, trying to give it to Ali, but not quite. And it's a case of not quite in this tournament now for Qatar. They're going to be invited again to the next Copa America in 2020. And although some have been less than welcoming in these parts, they'll probably be an even stronger side then. The coach of Venezuela, Rafael Dudamel, took exception to Japan fielding a largely under-23 side, the other invitee, but they held Uruguay the other night, of course. He said South American teams are not invited to an AFCON tournament or a UEFA tournament, but this Qatar side has added plenty to the competitive level, and even he cannot deny that. Eduardo Berizzo of Paraguay, it's logical for there to be invitations to Central and North American teams to make this a championship of the Americas, he said. He is unmoved by the presence of Qatar here. These players can only play as well as they have in this tournament. Paraguay still trailing in stoppage time in Salvador. Argentina set to finish second in the group. Foyth is told to get up, and the frustration is growing now. Abdul Salam gets a yellow. Bascuñán played his part well, very disciplined. Agüero trying to tee it up for Tagliafico. Just couldn't find another gear here when they had to come out and try to create chances second half Qatar. One or two near things just before half-time, but they couldn't build on that. Tagliafico. Well, how was that for coolness from Hisham? Petzela just easing Afif under the ball and out of the way. 4 stoppage minutes. At the moment, it shapes to be Argentina in second spot. Colombia clear winners in this group. Last few seconds in Salvador, Couple of minutes to play here. As it stands, it looks like will be Argentina against Venezuela in the quarter-finals. Foyth. Hisham might all have been so different, bar his early mistake tonight, which got Argentina rolling. The gift to Martínez. Like several of the others, he's a very accomplished footballer, and that shouldn't cloud the other excellent work that he's done through the tournament. So to this fella Budiaf, not seen much before tonight in this very settled selection that Felix Sanchez is working with. Dybala. Agüero and Messi combining. And very nearly the final flourish. So a look at the watch by the referee. There's not much left here. No confirmation of a final result in the other game between Colombia and Paraguay. What we do know for certain is that Qatar bid farewell to the 2019 Copa América. They'll be back in 2020 and much better for this experience. A very capable team, young team that will only get better. But the headline tonight is that Argentina have done it when their backs were to the wall. Last ditch and desperate at times in this group, as it was in qualifying for the last World Cup and indeed in the group when they got to Russia. But their nerve has held. The early mistake punished by Lautaro Martínez. They did carve out so many presentable chances to make it so much easier for themselves tonight, Argentina. It's an open question as to whether they're any nearer to knowing what their best 11 is, because they have chopped and changed their way through the tournament. But all that remains now is for them to find out officially whether they finish either in second or third spot in this group. The headline is that Argentina are still in the Copa América. They've won this one here in Porto Alegre. Qatar 0, Argentina 2.